In this video, we are going to continue the intercompany sales to external customer process by creating the material master data that we are going to use in the sales order. Welcome to another video in the SAP configuration from zero playlist, where we choose different business processes and then we configure them from zero in SAP S/4HANA until we run the process end to end. So far, we are done with the procure to pay process, order to cash, and now we are working on the intercompany sales to external customer. This is a process that I have explained and demonstrated in SAP S/4HANA 4 years ago on the channel. You can find the videos if you check. And now I'm going to show you how to configure the process end to end from zero. If you'd like to follow the playlist for the SAP configuration from zero, which I recommend, so you have to follow the playlist in the same order that I published, then you can go to my website, galalconsulting.com/SAP from zero, and you are going to find this diagram where each box is a video in the playlist. So if you click in the box, it will take you directly to the video. And then you also have these blue boxes, which are other videos not in the playlist, but that are related to the topic and include more detailed information. So you can go through this diagram and follow the videos one by one. You will get until the last video that we published, the configuration of the organization structure for our intercompany process. Then there is another video that I have not added yet, which is the creation of the business partners, which was the last video. And now we have this video, which is the creation of the material master data. So we are going to create the material together on the organization structure for AG60 and AG61, our two company codes. And then I will start the creation of the sales order and we will see if we get any errors. So this will be in this video. Now, in order to follow what we have done so far, I'm using this presentation as usual. The presentation and this slide are available on the Google Drive for the channel members and also available to the SAP S/4HANA system subscribers. So if you would like to get access to this, you can join the channel membership or subscribe to the SAP S/4HANA server. So far, we have defined these organization structure objects. So we have our first company, AG60, which is our manufacturing company. And this company is going to sell the product to AG61. And then AG61 is going to sell to the final customer, to the external customer. So we have all of these organization structure objects: company code, sales organization, purchase organization, and the plant. And also we have defined our intercompany business partner for customer and intercompany business partner for vendor. And these are the numbers. So we have done this in the last video. And we have also defined the business partner for the final customer. Now let's proceed with the creation of our material master data. We already have a material that we created together in the previous videos and we used in the order to cash and procure to pay processes. So now I'm going to extend the same material to the new organization structure objects. In order to create a material or extend one, we can go to MM01. And we already understand these screens, so I will try to go faster this time. So the material that we use is 963. So this is the one that we created together in the previous videos. Once you press enter, you will get all the details there. So you have the industry, the material type is trading goods. Now I will press enter again, and we can find all the views that we have selected before. So we have basic data, sales organization data, purchasing, MRP1 and 2 and 3. We have the general plant data storage and the accounting. I'm going to maintain the same views. So click on OK. And here we can insert the organization structure objects. So now for the plant, I'm going to define this material for on AG60, or storage location AG61, and sales organization AG60, distribution channel AG. I believe this material is already defined. So let's see if it is already there. So press enter. The material already exists and will be extended. So let's just confirm that the material is well maintained for AG60. So I'll just press enter. You're about to exit. This means that the material is already maintained for all the views that we have selected. And this is okay because we have maintained it for the procure to pay and order to cash processes in AG60. So this is okay. So let's exit. So now I'm going to create the material for AG61. So 963. So we choose the same views. And now I'm going to insert plant AG61. The storage location in plant AG61 is also AG61 because we copied from AG60, so we keep the same storage location code. And then we have the sales organization AG61 also, and AG. Enter. And we get this error. Material ledger must be set productive for valuation area AG61. We have seen this error together when we configured the plant AG60 from 0. So we started the configuration without copying anything, and we got this error. So you already understand how to handle it. You can check the other videos in the playlist, the previous videos. You can check the video where we defined the plant, and you are going to find how we handled this error. So whenever we configure a new plant, we have to activate the material ledger. And there are some configuration activities that we have to do. We did this for AG60 because we configured the plant from 0. But now AG61 is a copy from AG60. So there are many things that have been automatically copied from AG60. So all the configuration activities that we have to do have already been copied. The only thing we need to do is to run the program to actually activate the material ledger, CKMSTART. So you see here in the error, and we have seen this together, so I will go faster this time. You see here, we should check the configuration activities OMX2, OMX3, and OMX1, and then we run CKMSTART. All of these have already been copied from AG60, so there is nothing to be done, but let's confirm this together, okay? And then we run CKMSTART. So let's end this. And now I'm going to start a new screen, new GUI window. And let's go through the 3 transactions as recommended by the SAP help. So we go to OMX1. Here we can go to the valuation area AG61, which is our plant. And you see AG61 is already maintained, material ledger activated, and price determination 2. You see, this is something that we had to do ourselves for AG60. But now because it is a copy, this came automatically from AG60, so it's fine. Now let's go to the following transaction, OMX2. So OMX2 also we have to configure things related to the material ledger type. This is already configured, we're not going to change anything. So let's skip to OMX3. And here we have assignment of material ledger types to valuation areas. So here if we go to AG61, we can see that it's assigned to 9000, same as AG60. So this also has been copied. So nothing to be done here. Let's go and start the program CKMSTART. So /n CKMSTART. And we start the material ledger for plant AG61. Background processing no, and also test run no. You can run a test run if you'd like to see if there are any errors first. For me, I know there is nothing, so I'm not going to do a test run first. I will execute directly and then execute. Now this is okay, and we don't have any errors, so everything is fine. You see, this is much faster than configuring things from 0. When you copy something, a lot of the configuration activities are also copied. And this is why when we started the playlist, I told you that first of all, we are not going to copy anything. So we configure everything from 0 first. So we have to learn all the different configuration activities, because when you copy something, there are many configuration activities in the back that are automatically copied and we are not aware about them. This is why whenever we are learning, we should always create things first, and then in the future we can copy them if needed. So this is it for AG61. Now it's activated. Let's end this session and go back to MM01. So this is the screen where we create the material. So now we have AG61. Let's start the creation and see if we get any errors. So now we do not have the error for the material ledger because the material ledger has been activated. The material already exists and will be extended. So the material is already existing for AG60. It will be extended to AG61. So let's just press enter and see if we have to insert any values. So purchasing is fine, sales is fine, MRP1. We have to insert the MRP type. Okay, so we use ND, no MRP. Enter. And now we have the plant storage details, 1 and 2. And here we have the accounting details. So the valuation class, we're going to use trading materials. So trading goods, 3100. For costing, I'm going to use standard costing. And the standard price for AG61, let's say it will be 20. I do not remember what was the standard price for AG60. So normally if we have a manufacturing company and then a trading company, if the standard cost in the manufacturing company, for example, is 10, then the manufacturing company is going to sell it with a margin to the sales company. So for example, here it will be 15. So it will be higher than what we have in AG60. And then the sales company is going to sell to the external customer for a higher price. So this way they also have a margin. So for example, they sell for 20 and so on. Now I'm just going to insert the standard price as 20. The important thing to notice here is the ML activated flag. So remember in AG60 we had an issue because this was not activated and we had to scrap a full material and create a new one. You see this time it is already checked and we have the price determination 2 already filled. So our material ledger configuration is okay and we do not have any missing activities. Now then press enter. Nothing is needed here, so enter again and everything is okay. Do you want to save your data? Yes. So now we have extended the material 963 to our sales organization AG61 and also to AG60. The next step in the process is to create the sales order. So now we can actually start the process transactions. So to create a sales order, let's go to VA01 and we are going to continue until we find an error. And then once I find an error, I will stop the video and we start the next video with this error. So the order type is OR, same as we did for the order to cash process. Let's remember the process. So you see this slide. So AG61 is the one that is selling to an external customer, but selling from the AG60 plant. So I'm going to create the sales order in AG61, but in the sales line item, I will insert the plant as AG60. So now let's go to SAP. So now OR, sales organization AG61, distribution channel and division are AG and AG, enter. Now we insert our sold to party, our customer. So the customer that we defined is 2010-5. So go here, 2010-5. Enter customer reference. So let's say test intercompany to third customer 1-1. So this is the first trial. Enter. Terms of payment 0001. Incoterms and location automatically came from the customer master data. Then we have the material 963. Enter order quantity. So let's say we are going to sell 10 pieces. And if we scroll here to the right, we can fill the other details. So we have the item category. The plant came automatically as AG61 from the sales organization and company code. But now I want to sell from AG60 because this is intercompany sales. So here I'm going to modify this to AG60, and this is how we link the process between AG60, AG61, and the final customer. Enter. Maintain plant AG60 for sales area. So here is our first error. If we go here to help, so the error message number is V1762. This is important. Then we have no sales area has been entered for plant AG60, or the data is incomplete. However, this sales area data is required for the current cross-company code sales transaction. So first of all, SAP has understood that this is an intercompany sale or cross-company sale. Why? Because the plant that is used in the delivery of the first line item doesn't belong to the company code and the sales organization that we are using in the sales order header. So it understood that there is a cross-company code sale, and then there is an error, and the procedure is in define shipping data for plants under material management, enter a sales organization, a distribution channel, and a division for intercompany billing for plant AG60. So this error means that now SAP understands that AG60 is going to sell to AG61, but it's not able to determine the sales organization that will be used in the sale. It should be sales organization AG60, but there is a missing customizing activity. And if we click here, it will take us to the configuration activity. I'm going to stop this video here as promised. So now in this video, we have seen together how to create the material master data that we are going to use in the process, and also how we can activate the material ledger, which is a mandatory step for any new plant that we create. I hope so far everything is very easy to understand. If you are struggling to understand anything, then I advise you to do two things. First of all, you follow the playlist for SAP configuration from zero from the beginning. Do not skip any videos because everything you have seen here is something that we have configured together in the previous videos. Second, I advise you to go and watch the intercompany videos that I created 4 years ago. So there is the intercompany sales to external customer business process, and also the demo video that you can also see here in the diagram. So I have left you links to both of them, business process and SAP demo. If you click on any of these boxes, it will take you directly to the video on YouTube. So watch these two videos, watch the playlist from the beginning, and you should be able to understand everything that I explain here very easily. If you have any questions or any comments, do not hesitate to leave me a comment on YouTube or on the diagram page here on the website. If you would like to get access to the SAP system that I'm using in this demo, so you can also configure on your own and check my configuration and do whatever you want really on the system, so you have full access, you can go to my website, www.galalconsulting.com/SAP access, and you will be able to subscribe directly from the website, and you get a user ID within 1 day that allows you to do whatever you want in the system. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, share the video with your connections, leave me your comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.